Hello friends, I'm sure you would have heard this quote, victory is sweetest when you have known defeat. This one is by Malcolm Forbes and I think we can all relate to it, right? I mean, who doesn't love winning? But here's the truth, it's the times when we have fallen flat, faced rejection or completely bombed that make those wins feel incredible. If you've been knocked down, this video is for you. We're going to explore why defeat is the best teacher, share some personal stories and walk away with 3 powerful takeaways to help you make victory even sweeter. So let's jump right into it. Okay, real talk. How many of you out there have had a massive fail? Like, I want to crawl into a hole and disappear level fail. And yes, let me tell you, I've been there too. I remember one particular moment when I was pitching for a huge project for a client. And I was so confident because I'd done so many similar projects and done them successfully. And I thought I had it all figured out. And then boom, they didn't just say no, they ripped the proposal apart. Ouch. After all that hard work I put into the proposal, it was painful. I felt defeated, embarrassed, and I started questioning everything I'd worked for. But here's the thing, that defeat was actually the turning point. It forced me to reassess, learn what went wrong, and come back stronger. Without that major setback, I wouldn't have pushed myself to improve. And when I finally landed a bigger client later, the victory tasted even sweeter. So why does victory feel better after you've known defeat? Simple. When you've struggled, when you've fallen, when you've been through the grind, you appreciate success in a way that's deeper than if it had come easy. Think about it. If you're always winning, you start to take it for granted. But when you've experienced the opposite, when you've felt the sting of failure, you savor the win, you value it, and you understand what it took to get there. It's like climbing a mountain. The view from the top is amazing, but it's the struggle, the moments when you thought you couldn't make it, that make the reaching the summit so satisfying. All right, here's another story for you. Early in my career, I had a dream to work on a passion project. Yes, my dream was to create this huge, humongous center for art and culture. I poured my heart into it. I stayed up late, sacrificed weekends, you name it. But despite all that hard work, the project flopped. No one was interested, and I felt like I'd wasted all that time. At first, I wanted to quit. I felt like a failure. But then I remembered something. Defeat is not the end. It's part of the process. I went back to the drawing board, took the lessons from that failed attempt, and worked on my next project with even more determination. That project turned out to be one of the biggest successes of my career. Yes, I worked hard to establish myself as an interior designer, and I can confidently say that I have been extremely successful in my interior design career. Victory was sweet because I had tasted defeat. Now, let's talk about how you can make your own victories sweeter by turning defeat into fuel for your success. Here are 3 powerful takeaways to help you shift your mindset and make the most out of the setbacks. First up, defeat is a lesson, not a label. When you fail, don't let it define you. You're not a failure. You're just someone who hit a bump in the road. Every time you fail, there is a lesson hidden in there. Maybe you need to tweak your approach, improve skill, or rethink your strategy. One of my most favorite things to do after a setback is ask myself, what's that one thing I can learn from this? That simple question changes the whole perspective. Every defeat has a lesson. Learn from it and use it to grow. Takeaway 2. Don't quit. Pivot. Yes, defeat often makes us want to throw in the towel, but that's not the move. Sometimes you just need to change directions. You don't have to quit the journey. You just need to adjust the path. Remember my story about the failed passion project? Instead of quitting entirely, I pivoted. I changed my approach, improved where I needed to, and kept moving forward. A small pivot can make a huge difference in the long run. So when you hit a roadblock, don't stop. Change directions, but keep moving towards your goal. Takeaway 3. Remember to celebrate the small wins. It's easy to focus on the big, shiny victories, but those don't come every day. What does come are the small steps forward, the little moments of progress. If you only focus on the big wins, you will miss out on the joy of the journey. When I look back, some of my proudest moments weren't the big, flashy successes. They were the small wins along the way. Each small step I took after a setback was a victory in itself. Recognizing those wins kept me motivated and moving forward. So don't wait for the big win. Celebrate the small steps that bring you closer to your goal. Remember, victory is the sweetest when you have known defeat. Because it's the struggles, the falls, and the comebacks that make success feel so much more rewarding. So the next time you face a setback, don't get discouraged. Instead, see it as a stepping stone to an even sweeter victory. So, what's been your toughest defeat? And how did you bounce from it? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments so that we can keep this conversation going. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who needs a little extra motivation today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Till next time, I believe in you. I love you. Keep smiling.